Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you the new best grave setup. So these are my runes in game. You can run Coup de Grace if you're going to squishies, and if you don't like overheal, Triumph is equally as good. So yeah, boots and market for maximum gold early game because the new quiver helps a lot. And I'm going to show you two different variations of the build you should run until Stormrazer gets nerfed. Alright, so this is a GM Chal Korea game, and we're against Wukong as Grizz, which is in theory a counter matchup, but with this build you can actually kite him a lot better and just front and back. So we invade their red, we get some vision, get a deep ward, and I just start my red. But in theory the build is just Stormrazer Rush into either Cleaver or Collector. If they're full squishy, you can go Collector. If they're not, then Cleaver is going to be a necessity. You don't really want to get like an LDR or like a Last Whisper item early. Yeah, I'm going to skip through the early game. I tell my team Wukong's probably going to level 3 gank bot. In Korea, like every jungler just gets level 3 and runs bot lane, so you can see me pinging without no vision. I know Wukong's gonna be bot, so I'm gonna do my 1 more camp in case he invades me. Do my 4 camp. Now I see that Silas's wave is slow pushing into Veigar and they're both pretty low, so I think next option for Wukong is mid, right? And then Silas goes in. I'm reloading, takes infinite time to auto. He flashes, and here I flash auto EM past the ward. Get past Wukong. I don't know, remember, I think this guy dies? I'm not sure. No, he doesn't die. Barely. 1 more auto. So we get a lot there. I can heal off the crab as well. See if I have a gank opportunity bot lane. Now this build, when you have your Stormrazer, feels... You do a lot, like you have a lot more sticky potential, like staying on top of the carries or champs in general, like self-peeling, but you kind of lack damage. So last patch my build was Noon Quiver and the Black Cleaver, and that is probably the highest DPS build, but this build has a lot more like kill pressure early game. Like you have a better spike at 1 item, because you don't have to like, you know, spend 4,000 gold for Noon Quiver Cleaver, you just build your Stormrazer instantly. So yeah, I gank bot lane, get a 1 for 1, or 1 for 0, and then mid lane gets a kill as well. Okay, let me know if you want to see more of these, you know, live or VOD reviews rather than lives, because I can do lives as well. We're like 3 games off Shao right now, so we should be playing against better junglers. Now here I reset, and first item, we buy Noon Quiver always. If you're in debt, buy Noon Quiver anyways. It's like a huge spike, and clear your camps a lot faster, do Dragon in 5 minutes a lot quicker too. So here I see that our top laner is kind of low, and I see like Jax has to push 1 more wave, so I have the time to do 1 more camp and then sync up with my Nautilus. I use my W, which is a bit greedy, but I wanted the whole camp and all the gold. In theory, you shouldn't do this. You should just go for the kill itself. And here, I don't know why. I just try to stop Jax back, give my top some, you know, coverage because he has no TP, and I don't stop him. So that was a lot of wasted time for me. Could have just played for the dragon, but I help him crash his wave, so I mean, it's not even that bad. And here I notice on the way to mid, my mid's winning, it's pretty low. My Veigar 6, he has no flash from earlier, hits the stun, auto Q, dead. Walk through mid because the wave is crashed. Yeah, like I said, first, once you get Stormrazers, when like you do a lot more, you know, damage, but like not really, because Noon Quiver Cleaver is actually more damage than survivability in general, if champs are on top of you anyways. So I'd say try both builds. If you're against tanks, try Noon Quiver into Cleaver into finish Stormrazer into like a 3rd item, Last Whisper item. And then your 4th item will always be BT. This game is only a 20-minute game because they FF early, but Stormrazer will always be your 4th item. Once you're level 13 or 14 is like when you shot BT. If you're level 18 and you don't have BT yet, you're trolling because it's like the best item on Grizz. You're always full HP anyways, clearing your camps, healing off them. You can solo Baron a lot easier with the extra AD. You get 40 AD. At level 18, 17 you get 35 and every 5 per level. Here my top lane all-ins, burns his ult, burns his E. I feel like Jax ECD is too low, 14 is way too low, but Jax is like a counter to Graves. I auto the pink ward to bait him, and I'm reloading, so yeah, we don't kill him. I was pretty tilted. Playing Graves and Jax is a nightmare. Take his wave. And then I stay for the plague because it's 1 health. Grab that. And that also syncs up with the Rift Timer. Drop a ward in case they want to contest from that angle. Because they could easily contest here. They also got the first dragon, so if I lose both neutrals as Greaves, it's kind of doomed. I finished the Rift Herald. I told Wukong I don't want to help, or Vladimir I don't want to help him. I know Wukong's top side is up. You shouldn't use your W like as the pull camps, but I'm like on a timer right now because I know Silas and Jax have dashes and they want to fight. My mid and top have no mobility, so I just want to get the Gromp and Wolves and get out. I think my goal here was to just get Stormrazor gold. You shouldn't stay on the map with this much gold. But I see Wukong. Here I ping my Veigar to bait, I remember this, and then he dies. I don't know how we could have played this differently. I think Wukong just flashes on him. Maybe I have to wait a bit more, but I think he just dies anyways. Has to let me crash it myself. Yeah, this is where the fun begins. Once I have your Stormrazor, like I said, this M's gonna be nerfed next patch most likely. Maybe they change it. But as of right now, it is definitely your best mythic on Greaves. I'll tier to try to give him damage to kill. Doesn't kill him, so I have to flash because my champ sucks. I have so much gold, that's why I'm so weak. Yeah, here I decided to take the wave again. Might as well. And we have Stormrazor and a pickaxe. So this game I figured, you know, I'm ahead. They're going to build MR because we're a very heavy comp, or AP comp. So Collector second doesn't seem bad. When you have like a very heavy AP comp, they're going to probably build MR. So Collector becomes that much better, especially with a buff to it early game. And yeah, your Mythic is going to... Oh, I forgot to speak about your Mythic. It's IE. Your Mythic is always IE. So Stormrazor, Cleaver, IE, or Stormrazor, Collector, IE is typically your core, triple. And fourth item is typically just BT. And then you're kind of God mode. If you had 4 items on Graves, you're kind of unstoppable. But the problem with Graves is getting there, because you literally 0 damage early game. You have to get these like free kills like that. Get the Rift, scale, get Dragon, help your teammates scale as well. It's not often you'll have like this good of an early game on Graves. So like, I just got so many free kills this game. That early kill mid helped a lot. Just cut the tower here, dead. And then I think I'm trying to play for a Dirk buy. I have enough with dead. I was trying to make sure I don't go into dead, but then I realized Emilio's on the map right now with a ward as well, and I doubt this is a ward. I think Nautilus swept during the fight. So I just got another free kill before resetting, because the dragon timer is okay. I don't know why we Kai's ulted, but fine. So only because of the dragon timer we did this. We shouldn't, in theory, do this usually, but we had time. So yeah, dragon was 20 seconds, or like now it's 20 seconds, right? So I can just walk there from base. Yeah, I got my Dirk and I got an extra cloth armor out of that. And you'll see, like once this build is at 2 items, you do so much damage. If they have no armor, you can actually one-shot with someone with an auto Q auto. If they eat your Q2, obviously. So your dragon damage is very high as well. Lethality Greaves one-shots towers, one-shots neutrals as well. Like you do, like this is a 12-minute dragon. I'm doing like 5 seconds solo, right? You know. And here, I mean, I'm probably just dead. Do as much damage as I can. But we got the dragon. We did give a shutdown to Philios, which was unfortunate, but I got the dragon. It just kind of sucks because all my camps were up. But this guy runs and dies. We're going to skip forward a bit. I don't want the video to be that long because, I mean, you guys know what the build is now, so I have to experiment with it. I just want to show you the 2-item spike. Like how big it is. See, like no armor enemy team, no tabbies yet, no tank support. Like this is the build for this game. I have triple AP. I mean, basically 4 AP with Kaiser being hybrid. You almost die, very close. But we have HP runes, so we survive. If it was higher HP here, I probably hit the tower, because you know plates are going down in 20 seconds. And I should have collected gold off Krugs. And this is where the one-shotting begins. I mean, their comp isn't that squishy, they have like bruiser melees, but like if I see a Emilio or an Aphelios, they're just one-shot. Here I'm eager to see if I go push bot links. I think I should push bot. I don't think I can contest Rift. But I'm also off a spike, so I want to look to fight. So maybe I go contest it. Yeah, in theory I should push bot here, because we have no vision of this. And Nautilus just died, or Kaiser just died. But we decided to fight it. Vladimir sacks top, which is a good play by him if it gets us anything. And I think we get nothing, so watching the VOD, I mean, you can see your own mistakes sometimes too, right? I could have definitely pushed bot and pressure bot. Instead I take his top side and start stacking my E ready to fight. Maybe you see how easily I can kite them now with the MS from Stormrazor. But I did got damage off and I can't really do much in this, so I just push mid. Now that I'm this low, 0-7 Silas is one-shotting me, so gotta respect it. I want to show you guys this fight as well. This is another fight. I mean, this guy trolls, obviously, but I dodge his flash. Like, look at that MS I have. He can't catch me. We both... I didn't play it that bad, but he played it terribly, so... And at the end, we had a cowboy showdown. Both of us ulting with Grazar. So this is what I do on Graze a lot. I start pushing out waves. I literally one-shot with auto Q, hit towers. And now I have my BF sword gold. I think I try to farm my tabbies and BF here. Yeah, that's what I do. Sorry for the background sound as well. Not my usual setup. And then we go tabbies, BF. But yeah. So make sure you get your IE on third. You don't get it earlier. It's not worth. You don't have at least 40% crit until you get it, so 60. But the thing is, like, when you have Black Cleaver, you don't really have a choice to go, IE on 40% crit. It's not even that bad. If you crit, it's pretty good. It's a bit of an RNG there, though. In this game, I mean, my team is just chasing the side laner, so I'm catching the waves. And here, I think we fight mid lane. And at this point, I'm really strong. I have tabbies. Their AP's top lane. So I want to look to fight. Vladimir gets his damage off and chunks them. I just go in. I literally kill this guy in basically an auto. He doesn't have tabbies. And like, you can see the damage at this point. I didn't even play that good mechanically this game. I just pushed waves, got neutrals, and built well. So I noticed in some of my games where I have Stormrazor first item and Black Cleaver second, my Black Cleaver actually ends up doing more damage. So like I said, you're building this item mostly for like the snowball potential. The MS you get allows you to just peel yourself or just like chase people down. The earlier you get it, the earlier the snowball begins, basically. Here I reset, I don't want to buy a cloak, so I buy an extra longsword because then I'm going to have like IE gold next reset anyways because I'm so fed. And I see Aphelios contest mid. You're not allowed to push mid against Graves ever. Push mid at mid prio. Either walk into your jungle or start hitting towers. This is how you have to play as Graves. Against champs like Wukong or skirmishers that can't like hit towers, your champion can like, push out waves and start hitting towers. So here I smite this guy. One auto, half HP. That's one auto, by the way. And this guy crit him again, also 1 HP. It's just they're always running from me because I'm so fat this game, but in general, like people in their elo and lower elo aren't going to run away from you very often. So make sure you have your E-stacks always. I try to hold my E-stacks here. Jax jumps on me. I mean, I'm just... Yeah, I think he realized it can't 1v3 me. Got my damage off, but I mean, again, Jax is a hard counter to Graves, so I can't pentakill them 1v5 here. Now we have IE, and this is where, once you have this triple core, you're kind of god mode. So let's skip forward to the next fight. I do die here, but that's because they're playing Jax. One auto, two, like look at that. 2 autos to a Jax, 1100 damage. 3 autos, but yeah, unfortunately Jax E kind of hard counters you, so 1 auto, half HP. Graves' damage is insane. But you're a lot squishier with this build, like I said. So mostly just highlight the damage from the build. We'll look like last team fight. I don't even know what happened. I don't remember what this was yesterday. The entire game I felt like I was chasing the enemy team. So maybe like Yumu's would have been better with this game because I was snowballed. But then you lose so much damage. The IE mythic is just so nice on Graves. After they buffed his passive crit damage, that is. So... I ping my team a siege drop, no wave, and they FF. But yeah. Stormrazor 2k damage isn't that bad at all at 20 minutes, I'd say. In a game where people are just running from me all game, but yeah, give it a shot, let me know how it goes for you, and yeah, thanks for watching.